Let's talk about cats, baby. Sing it. Let's talk about you and James. Sing it, sing it. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about cats. I know it may seem odd. We just added a new dog to our family. Why isn't this video about him growing and learning and being a general menace to the house? Simple. Cats are cool too and don't chew up TV remotes. Plus, we love our cat, James Joyce. He's named after the author, of course, who loved cats and loathed dogs. Sorry, Jack. Posthumously, some of Joyce's letters to his beloved nephew have been turned into children's books about cats, one of which we own. However, we didn't name James after Joyce because he loved cats. We named him James Joyce because he was found behind a library, which we learned about when we got James from the Humane Society. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't really get cats from shelters. According to the ASPCA, quote, of the cats entering shelters, approximately 37% are adopted, 41% are euthanized, and less than 5% of the cats who come in as strays are returned to their owners. Even cats that do get adopted or taken in are less likely to become fur babies. Studies show that while 85% of owners consider their dogs to be family members, only 76% consider their cats to be family members. But it's kind of easy to act like cats are just weird house guests because they're so low maintenance. But they're awesome. And you should get one. So here's some stuff about what it's like to love a cat and how to love them responsibly. Number 1, not all cats. We like to pretend that cats are all the same, lazy, cranky, scheming, and takers rather than givers. But that's full of more shit than James's litter box whenever I'm out of town. Jess. James gives more love and affection than any dog I've ever had. He literally loves to be held and carried around, likes to try swimming in the toilet, and pouncing on post-shower tub puddles. He craves that good old human affection more than catnip. Meanwhile, Jesse's twin sister's cat has pica and is noisier than our new puppy. Cats, like people, just have different personalities. They're all fairly easy to take care of, feeding and bathroom-wise, but they're not so low maintenance that you should forgo some of their care. So number 2, don't declaw. Look, I know firsthand the rage-inducing sound of hearing your cat claw at the chair, but declawing is pretty much barbaric. As the Humane Society explains, quote, declawing traditionally involves the amputation of the last bone of each toe. If performed on a human being, it would be like cutting off each finger at the last knuckle. What is this, Saw?
I want to play a game.
Plus, if you declaw, you lose your cat's murder button feature. There is an alternative to declawing called a tendinectomy. But before you get excited, that actually might be worse. When a cat is given a tendinectomy, the tendon that controls the claw in each toe is severed. The cat keeps their claws but can't control them or extend them to scratch. This procedure is associated with a high incidence of abnormally thick claw growth. So really, you're just going to cause your cat serious discomfort and be required to use the true alternative to declawing anyway. Trimming your cat's nails. It's easy. You just bundle up your little bundle of fluff and then trim one paw at a time. Do it regularly enough and they hardly care anymore. Isn't that right, James? Getting rid of your cat's claws is not only painful at the time, but continually painful. It would have put James here at a higher risk of infection and back pain because declawing distorts the way cats walk. And paw pain tends to lead to serious litter box aversion, and no one wants to deal with that shit. Most of the time, a destructive cat is just a bored cat. This is because, unlike dogs, cats are probably not fully domesticated. Though it is a subject of debate, many scientists believe that on a genetic level, cats are not fully domesticated. Even cooler, it seems that house cats domesticated themselves rather than the other way around. Though despite being little wild-at-heart darlings, we probably shouldn't really be doing the whole outdoor cat thing. Letting your cat roam about is just dangerous. Your cat may seem like a brilliant mastermind, but he has absolutely no idea how a car works. He also doesn't know how to back down from a fight. Indoor cats really aren't cut out for throwing down with other cats or larger animals, especially if you've declawed the poor thing. It'd be like sending a kid outside to play on broken glass and you made them take their shoes off first. And cats like climbing, and can and will get stuck in high places, and then can and will starve to death. Also, and finally, this little guy is a psychopath and enjoys murder just for the fun of it.
I want to play a game.
We know you did it. According to a study using kitty cams, researchers at the University of Georgia found... According to a study using kitty cams, researchers at the University of Georgia found 44% of domestic cats allowed outside murdered. On average, 2 things a week. Not for food or even as a gift for you, the lucky parent, but Because they wanted to. Your little fluff nugget is an invasive species. She's basically the predator. So, keep your cat inside, please? Or, if you have a kitty that is now jealous that his brother, the dog, gets to go outside, you can treat him for fleas and ticks and then put him on a harness and go lay in the grass for a bit. That about wraps up our video today. To all you fur parents out there, please give your cat, dog, rabbit, bird, hamster, whatever, a good pat from us here at the Jake and Jess Show. We'd love to learn all about your special pets in the comments, so get to typing. We also want to hear what you'd like to see on the channel. To see more of our fur babies, please follow us on Instagram at the Jake and Jess Show and subscribe to us here on YouTube. See you next week.